Introduce yourselves from my right.
I'm Hallie.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Gracie.
And I'm Reagan.
Okay, hold on. Let me do that one more time. So I want you to introduce yourself. What do you do? And that's it.
I'm Hallie, and I'm in college.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Michaela. I do a few different jobs, but like I mostly study in college.
Okay.
I'm Hannah, and I'm in college too.
I'm Gracie. I'm in college and I'm working.
I'm Reagan, and I'm in college and I work a lot too. So.
Okay, got you. Now, for you ladies, I know you experienced dating, right? Right. So we're gonna start off with the original question that everyone like to ask. What do you bring to the table when it comes to dating? Everyone loves to start off with that question for some reason.
Loyalty.
Okay. No, let's start with it.
Oh, okay. Independence.
Independence. What do you mean when you say independence?
Like, I'm a very independent person. Like,
And then talk into the microphone for me, please.
I'm a very independent person. I don't need to like chase, and I feel like I can do my own things and like not constantly need to be around like my significant other that much.
Okay. So you don't have to always be under someone for you to, I guess, be in a relationship.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And then is that the only qualities you bring is independence?
I bring multiple other traits.
Okay, like what? That's what the question is.
I don't know, actually.
Okay. And then what about
She
you?
just knows that she got it.
Okay. What do you bring to the table?
Me, I definitely feel like I bring some loyalty to the table. Like when
Okay.
I be talking to a dude, I won't be talking to like 5 others or like even one other. Like,
Okay. And when you say loyalty, what exactly do you mean?
Like it's just I'm loyal. Like I'm not gonna be playing with your emotions. I'm not gonna be playing with you for real. And
Okay.
I expect the same.
How loyal? What about if you was in a relationship and y'all were good and he said, "Hey, I want you to delete your Instagram." Would you be willing?
I said I was loyal, not manipulative. Like I can't be manipulated.
Okay.
I can't be controlled. Like independent, loyal. I'm just, all for that. But you can't tell me what to do.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna tell them what to do either.
Okay. Okay. And then what about you?
I feel like one of my best qualities is that I'm fucking hilarious.
So like personality.
Yes. I feel like as long as I'm funny and I'm hot, that I can do what I want.
Okay.
So I really just be vibing,
Okay.
Mine goes a lot along with Hannah's. I'm funny and I have a personality, so that's what the fuck gets me along. I don't really give a fuck what I look like. I can be waking up in my pajamas and I still find my personality.
And then talk to the microphone for me.
I
Yeah, there you
still
go.
find my personality will bring me my boys. So
Okay, got you. So for you personally, it's the personality that you stronghold.
that I captivate. Yeah.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah. I
Okay.
guess so.
Okay.
Still.
You're good. Mine's probably along with Hallie's, where I'm like very independent. Like I don't need a boy to like do everything for me. Like, and I'm willing to pay for some stuff. Like I don't need him to pay for stuff. Don't need him to buy me expensive gifts. Like I like the simple things, and I'm very low maintenance.
Okay.
And I also like pride myself on like not being a jealous person. Like if you have a girl best friend, I'm fine with that.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that next
Oh,
then.
gosh.
Oh shit. Hell no. Hell no.
I just don't get jealous easily unless I like, and I'm the type of person where I trust until you give me a reason not to trust somebody.
Okay.
Trust you. So
Okay.
I'm just very low maintenance, I would say.
Okay. And then starting back around this way, what do you bring? What do you want a guy to bring to the table for you?
Basically, my big thing in my past relationships is like I just want someone to keep their word. Like I'm a big believer on like I get life happens and I get things changed, but like just let me know. Like communication is a big key, and I feel like a lot of people lack that. So like I feel like it's just like that's all I want. Like and it's someone with a girl personality too, and
Okay.
that's good with family. That's
Okay.
about it.
I'm guessing you do have some physical requirements as well.
Oh
right?
yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm tall, so I prefer them to be tall.
Okay.
Other than that, that's about it.
Okay. So just taller than you, I'm guessing.
Yes, I'm just big on personality. Like
Okay.
looks are a yes, like I like them, but if I get to know a person before I figure out what they look like and they're ugly, I can learn to.
Even if they're shorter than you.
That's not bad. Yes, because I have talked to people that are shorter than me. because
Okay.
they had a good personality.
But talk to, I want to be very specific. When you say talk to,
Oh,
you mean
no.
dating or smashing? Do you mean, what exactly do you mean when you say talk to?
It was like a 3-month long thing. We talked, and
Mm-hmm.
then things happened, and I wanted it to move forward. He was still hooked on his ex. Found out on a beach trip with his family, and then it just ended. So,
Okay.
and there's still a story, but it's whatever.
Okay, so basically he was shorter than you and you did give him a shot and you
Yeah.
did want it to work out.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to get. Okay. Next. Which are you quiet over there? What's going on?
Piercing. It's like,
Oh, okay, got you. What the fuck going on?
it's going side to side.
Okay, what do you want a guy to bring to the table for you?
Oh. I don't know. Loyalty.
And then you, put the microphone to that thing.
Loyalty. Somebody who can like show their dominance but not take it too far.
What do you mean when you say that? Because that's interesting.
So I talked to a guy who was just like he matched my level of like protectiveness, and when things like went haywire, we didn't really like pull each other back from like I wanted someone to be like, oh, you can't go out and hang out with guys, you know, like we
So just
tested
give
each other's
boundaries.
yeah.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
Because when I'm in a relationship and no boundaries are set, like it seems like things end up poorly. So somebody who knows their boundaries
Let's
and
talk about
somebody
it. No. This is good. This is some very key insight because a lot of women would not agree with that. A lot of women want to be free. A lot of women want to do what they want to do on their own time, that type of thing. But you know, if you left on your own, you're gonna do obviously things that you would normally not do.
Yeah. I don't know. My last relationship, he wasn't controlling, and either was I. We both were we had mutual trust, and things were going really smoothly. But then it was when things interacted in our lives that neither of us could control, we didn't know how to like set up boundaries from there on. Like somebody going to a party and somebody hitting on them, like, and them being like drunk or whatever. Like we didn't know how to be like, no, you can't go to a party unless I'm there, or like there was no sort of boundaries, and it just led to things being freely on both of our sides. Like we both were kind of doing some fuck shit.
Yeah.
And in the end, we both could admit to it, but it was like that could have been prevented if we were like, okay, no, you can't do this. No, you can't have girls sleep over while you're fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. First of all, yeah, that's crazy. First, I actually want to get you guys' take on that before I move on to Hannah. What do y'all think about that when it comes to a guy giving you boundaries and a guy setting himself and say, hey, you can't do this, can't do that?
I mean, like, I think it's perfectly fair to have a boyfriend that just sits there and it's just like, you know, I don't really like when you do this, and necessarily them being like, you can't do this. Because I feel like the way that you word it's very specific.
Oh, man, we got so many topics I got to talk about.
I mean, like, you got, like,
I completely agree though. Like
Right.
I've been in a toxic relationship where it was like, you can't do this, you can't do this. Like
Right.
for
Okay.
me, like
I've been in
trust
one
is
too.
trust is a big thing. Like I get boundaries.
And
but
could you move the microphone closer
Oh,
to you? There you
sorry. I get boundaries, but like it comes to like boundaries are something you set together and like you have that conversation. Like he can't tell you what you can and cannot do.
right. Just
Okay.
like you can't do the same for vice versa.
Exactly. Like I would never want myself to tell someone what they can and cannot do or who they can and cannot be friends with. Like that's not my place to say.
I think that's false. I think that is your place to say. You can just say like, hey, I don't want you to do this. If you do this, then I'll leave the situation. I'll leave the relationship.
Right. Respectfully.
Huh?
It's respect. Like
Okay.
you guys are being respectful towards each other, but it's like you can't just flat out like not even have a conversation about anything and then turn around and just be like, no, you can't do this. Like the fuck?
Okay. And then what are your thoughts?
I agree. Like, I feel like I would much more appreciate if he like would come to me and tell me how it makes him feel, and then I have the decision
Okay.
to do that thing. Whereas, like, compared to like him telling me I can't do that, no, I'm gonna do it.
Right. Because I feel like if you really like somebody, then
God.
you're gonna want to not make them feel some type of way.
Depends on
Okay.
the situation though also.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
Because like I've been in situations where like I was dating someone and I would literally be at someone's house with a guy and another girl working on a school project. And he didn't like that because there was
Okay.
another guy there. So there's like a different thing like between like boundaries and then like
Yeah,
I don't know really exactly how to
I
word
think
it.
lines cross a lot, but at the end, people should just know that conversation should be had, whether you're setting boundaries or whether you're just being trustworthy in a relationship. I think conversation's so important.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you guys. Do you guys love honesty or like honesty from a guy?
Yes.
How honest? We can actually go down the line. How honest do you want your guy?
Like, what do you mean? Like, am I gonna say like very honest or like?
Like, do you want him to literally tell you everything of what he's thinking and what he's feeling, or do you want him just to tell you, communicate just the things about the relationship or things you need to know, in a sense?
I mean, he doesn't have to tell me every single thing. Like,
Got you.
You know what I mean? But like, definitely, yeah. I don't want him to tell me certain things that he know would like upset me. Like, but like little things, like you know what I mean? Like.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys some example because you maybe it help you
Yeah.
understand it. Majority of guys, we like variety in women. If we see a woman that we like, we're gonna be like, oh, I want to fuck her. Even your friends will be like, oh, I want to fuck her, but I necessarily wouldn't fuck her. So when it comes to things like that, would you rather him be honest about those things, or just keep that to himself?
Oh no, yeah. If I can be like, oh yeah, that bitch is hot, and he agrees
Okay.
with me, and I don't care. Like.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm just like, I feel like it'd be totally different if he brought up the girl. I'd be like, okay. But like if I'm bringing up the girl, I think it's like, fair game.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Hannah? She's like, give me-
Honestly, I think that I don't really care because
Goddamn.
regardless if he tells me or if he doesn't tell me, I feel like I would already know. Like just like the way that a guy like, okay, let's say we're walking down the street, like I feel like I'll already be able to tell if my guy is looking at that girl back there.
Okay.
Or, like, you know what I mean?
Really?
I feel like I don't really care.
I don't know, because there's a lot of guys that are slick that they just look and just be like, and just keep it moving.
If you're with a guy long enough, you kind of know when they're trying to check a girl out and
Gotcha.
when they're trying to
Yeah.
flirt. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
Depends.
Okay. You never know.
Okay. I'm on her boat too.
Okay.
I
got
don't
you.
really care.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take it personal.
I'm the same way though. Like I like when I see a girl, like if she has a bigger butt than me, I'm like, damn, like her ass looks really good.
So you would
Yeah.
say, okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, but like if girl's hot, I'm gonna tell her that.
Yeah.
Like but again, I'm not a jealous person, so
Uh-huh.
I just like that's just how I am, I guess.
Okay. And let's finish the original question. What do you want a guy to bring to the table for you? And we was at Hannah. Then we get into some super chats.
I say loyalty.
Okay. I noticed three of you guys said loyalty. What exactly do you mean when you say loyalty for a guy? Because loyalty for a guy is different from loyalty for a woman.
Like when shit gets tough, you're gonna stay around.
Okay. And when you say tough, what do you mean exactly? You mean like you cheat and he's going to stay around? Do you mean like,
Hell yeah.
wait, what? No, what the? No, fellas. If your girl cheat, leave her because she don't respect you. She don't love you.
Yeah, if your man cheats, leave him.
No, because no. We're not gonna do that. No. Hold on. Time out. If a guy loves you, a guy can literally be head over heels for you, literally love you to his death, and he can still go fuck a bitch that night.
So can a girl.
So can a girl.
No.
Yeah,
It don't
yes,
work.
yes.
Normally, when it comes to girls, you got to have certain height. You got to be a certain status. You got to be a certain this. You got to be certain that. You got
Not
to.
necessarily.
Hold on, y'all. So y'all just be in the street out here slanging pussy.
Nah, Will, we ain't talking about ourselves, but I know some girls that don't give a fuck. They'll walk anything that walks.
Who?
I'm not about to name call them.
It don't work like that. I can guarantee you it don't work like that. They have some type of standards in some capacity, whether it's
So
emotional,
guys
huh?
Guys don't.
Not as much standards as women do. No. We again, women want quality. We want quantity. It's completely different. So for us, we can still love a female and literally go have sex with another girl the next day and go back to the female and
So
just be
can a
like,
girl.
That's why double standard.
no, you can't. Okay, so let me go down the line. The guys that you have sex with in your life, all of them you didn't have some kind of emotional tie to, or no?
No.
Okay. The ones that you didn't, who were they? Meaning, like, what qualities did they have?
They were all different.
Okay. Were they all taller than you?
No.
Okay. Did you talk to them for what? What is the minimum that you talk to?
Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks?
yeah, I can't. I'm not just gonna get up and go like hook up with them like the next day.
Exactly. So that goes back to my point.
But I've done that before. But if I'm like, but like when I'm home, like when I'm at school, I don't care. But it's like when I'm home and I'm working, I got shit I gotta do. Like I can't just take up and pick up my life.
Okay.
Like.
Okay. Have you ever had a one night stand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you had that one night stand, what qualities did that guy have that to give you that, one night stand thrill or whatever?
They were all different.
Oh. Was alcohol involved in that situation?
Nope.
Oh, so you just out here. Okay.
But I'm like, that sounds like horrible. I don't hook up with just random people all the time. But it has happened before, multiple times, but like not handful, like some people out here. But I'm just saying, like, girls can do the same thing as guys can.
Right. We're not talking about this particular group.
Yeah.
We're not talking about this group. It's my friend. This is my friends that's not here.
I'm just saying girls are able to do the like relationship if they decide to go hook up with someone and then go back to it, just like guys are.
Right. Yeah.
No, because you don't respect your man if you do that.
So you don't respect your girl if you do it.
So wait. Here's a flip question.
Because for a woman to have sex with a guy, normally or generally speaking, there are certain barriers you have to pass to have sex with a female.
Why would cheating be okay on either side?
First of all, I didn't say it was okay. I'm saying it's
You're just
different.
saying which one's worse, or
I didn't even say worse. I'm saying they're different.
They are
different.
Yes.
They're different. But
Okay.
on both sides, they're both equally bad.
You can have qualities on
No,
both sides.
I know.
Oh, I
Wait,
want
wait.
to hear.
Both equally.
I want
No.
to hear your thought on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You said what?
No, I want to hear yours.
On what? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, like why you don't think it's like the same?
Oh, again, because for a guy, he literally can be like, oh, this girl can die the next day, and he doesn't care after he has sex with him.
Okay, but are you but like you're trying to say that about all girls too? Like girls all have to have an emotional connection and like
I didn't say have to. I said generally speaking, they do.
Right. But
Yes.
it's genuinely why can't I speak? It's speaking on both sides. Like
No, because-
if it can happen on one side, it can happen on the other. I promise you.
No,
that.
no.
I think nowadays it's kind of like it's not the same. Like maybe a couple years ago it would be like girls would have more emotion, but now
Girls don't give a fuck.
yeah, literally, like girls really don't care
We've
at
learned
all.
all y'all's ways. We're done.
So many like there are good guys out there, but it's really hard to find them. So many girls have been fucked over, so they just turn off their emotions. So nobody
Right.
really gives a fuck anymore.
I don't believe that. Because again,
you see it.
No. Because again, you can go to the bar. 100 guys can walk up to you and say, "Hey, I want to have sex with you." You're gonna probably turn down all of them. Actually, you might say, you might find one that's like meets your certain criteria of attraction, is that you may talk to a little bit more to get a drink, to et cetera, to see where it goes. But if you was to flip that on the opposite side, and 100 girls came up to majority any guys, they'd be like, "All right, let's go."
I agree. I mean, like I say, like 1 out of 100 girls would do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sleep with some random guy, not care, whatever, and then it would be like 5 out of every 10 guys would do it. You know what I mean? I think that's a huge.
I do agree when you say though, like looks in a bar do matter because
It's
obviously
dark in there.
I got you.
because girls obviously are gonna go up to the more attractive guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I do agree with that aspect
Well,
of-
pause.
If at all.
They actually wouldn't go up to guys, but if for that example, yes.
What do you mean girls don't go up to guys?
Majority of oh my god.
You got girls all wrong
No,
right now.
girls
You
are
be
not.
thinking that we in this shy corner, that we
For
don't
real.
care, that we're just like, oh my god, let the guy pick me.
we all
Fuck
go
no.
We all go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we want a guy,
What is
we'll
your
go
intent
up.
when you go up to a guy?
I mean, I'm just like, I know I'm a bad bitch. So I'm just like,
But what's your intent?
up? I mean, I don't know. Who knows? It depends on the situation. It depends on the guy.
So sometimes you go
Have
up to
you guys
guys.
ever gone up to a guy and it's just like, I would so hook up with him? Like, no.
Okay, let's go down the line. Let's go down the line.
Wait. What do you mean by that?
Have you ever went up to a guy and was like, "Hey, I'll hook up with this person, and I'm going to approach this person"?
I wouldn't like necessarily have that in my mind, but I would like go up to the guy and be like, "Oh, I think he's hot." Like,
Mm-hmm.
but like the last guy I went up to, the reason I went up to him is because he looked sad in the bar, and I asked, I'm like a caring person, like, that's just who I am.
So-
and I literally asked him if he was okay,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me later on, he was like, "I talked to like 4 other girls before you, and that you stood out to me because you asked if I was okay. You weren't looking for a hookup. And at that point in my life, I wasn't looking for a hookup. But like, I think it's just like at your approach. Like everyone has a different approach, like Michaela said, in different situations.
Okay, hold on. Before we get back into this conversation, we got a lot of super chats I want to catch up on. Yeet sends a super chat. I really appreciate that. You ladies believe what you mentioned will keep a man. Ooh, that's a great question. We can actually ask that now. So the qualities that you said when I said, what do you bring to the table? Do you think that's what men want?
I think every man wants something different, and like everyone has a type. Like,
Okay.
whether you think it or not, you do have a type. And for some guys, independence, they don't want it. Like I've been told I'm too independent. Believe me or not.
Okay.
Like say that I'm lying, I don't care. But like I tend to, like, I will say that I tend to be too independent.
Okay.
And some guys like like girls who are independent. So it really just depends on the guy. But I think if you, I'm trying to answer the question.
Do you? I can go back to it.
Tangent.
Do you think the things that you mentioned are things that men actually want?
Yes.
Okay.
If they are really looking to be in a relationship. Because half the guys aren't. They say they are, but they aren't.
They just want
They're
somebody
literally
to hook
just
up with
looking to you.
consistently.
Exactly. Just hooking up with you and then blocking you the next day. And just,
Wait, what? That happens?
yes.
Damn, some savages out
Talking
here.
about how guys are heartless and now you're shocked about this.
No. No. Because normally that doesn't happen. They don't block you the next day because they want consistent vagina. So it doesn't make sense to me. Why would they block you unless you did something crazy or your vagina just is trash?
Maybe they're just vanilla in sex and then everybody's just
Or
like,
unless
maybe
they
I'm
have a
not gonna-
girlfriend, just saying.
True. No, that's true too.
They're cheating.
That's true too.
Yeah.
And then same question for you as well.
Me?
Yes. The thing that you named earlier about what you bring to the table, do you think that's what men want?
No.
Okay.
I think men want me to be attractive and listen to them. And that's just what I've been shown in the past few types of like relationship type things I've been in. I've been told I was weird, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Never.
And then, like somebody in my last relationship, he told me he never wanted me to dye my hair a different color than blonde.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a little-
and I was
yeah.
like, you know what? That's just like he's attracted to attractiveness.
Got you.
And so the next day, what do? I dye my hair blue. And no shit, ask them. And then like suddenly his attraction is lost.
Got you.
So I think that like a lot of what guys look for is attractiveness or brains. I've noticed that like guys do like smart girls. So cool, that's not me.
Okay. That's funny.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
The things that you said that you bring to the table, are they things that guys actually want you to bring to the table?
No.
Okay, what do you think guys want you to bring to the table?
I don't really care what they want me to bring. I'm gonna bring what the fuck I have, and if you fuck with it, then you fuck with it, and if you don't, you don't.
Okay. Now, what if they have that same mentality to you?
Bye.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, the mentality that you have was, I am who I am. I don't care what you want me to bring to the table. What if they have that same mentality when they come and deal with you?
Well, I'm not gonna try to make somebody change.
Okay.
Just because I'm like, oh, I think this is attractive. If he doesn't do it, he doesn't do it. If he does, he does. I'm not gonna force him to do this, not force him to do that.
Okay. Crazy, but all right. You'll be single for a while. Let's go.
I mean, I agree with Hannah. I mean, like, I don't think that some of the qualities I can bring to the table are something that guys necessarily look for.
Okay.
But, like, I also feel like they definitely have an expectation
Oh,
of
okay, what do you mean?
you should present. You know what I mean? Like, as you're, like, like how you
And then
go
could you talk to the
out.
microphone for me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
there you go.
Like how you go out, like how you dress, like how your hair may be, or like just, different things if you wear a lot of makeup. Just, I feel like guys care more about like physical presentation than, what you actually have as a woman.
Okay.
Because a lot of, I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of boys don't understand what women can really do for them and a relationship.
What do you
Like,
mean when you say that?
Like, I feel like a lot of guys just take for granted the fact that, like, we are independent, we are strong, and we are growing. Like, we are evolving. We don't need y'all for real. Like, you know, y'all think that we are.
That's false,
No,
but go ahead.
y'all think that we really sit at home and we're just waiting on you like a puppy. Like, no, we're gonna go. We're gonna get our own bread, and if we have to leave, deuces.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I don't think that.
Sorry, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just feel like also with like the expectations that we bring, like guys may look for them, but it also requires us to have like a conversation and like get to know one another in order to bring up those things that we do bring to the table.
Got you.
Like they're
Communication is key.
exactly, like they're not just gonna pop up like the first time we meet each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, like it takes a while for my wall to come down, so you might not actually get to know my whole personality until we have multiple conversations, we hang out, like we do things, you know. So I feel like it's kind of hard for like guys to think that like the things we bring to the table are that's what they want after 2 nights out.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna let you answer the question. Then I'm gonna summarize this.
So specifically for me, I think it's more like secure men would like what I bring to the table. You know, like
What do you mean when you say that?
Like I feel like.
And then, could you talk in the microphone
Sorry,
for me?
I
Yeah.
feel like insecure men always want somebody who's clingy, so they're like reassured, you know? 'Cause
Okay.
They're not secure with themselves.
Okay.
So I feel like since I'm so independent and I like to do my own things and like I don't have to be after you 24/7, I feel like people who like men who aren't insecure would like me more versus somebody who's insecure who needs my constant reassurance because I'm not willing to give that.
And when you say constant reassurance, what exactly do you mean when you say that?
Like kind of like always being around you
Okay.
and like, you know, super lovey-dovey, like PDA, like all that. Like,
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely extra. All right, ladies. Let me get some realism in this room. When it comes to guys, we're very simple. We only want a handful of things. That's peace, compliance, beauty, like fitness wise. That's really it. That's all we want. So for you to say that you don't care what a guy brings to the table, it's kind of, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's kind of disrespectful for guys that you date, that's in your life, that's bringing stuff that you want to bring to the table. Like, I'm gonna ask you, I asked you, what do you want guys to bring to the table? Again, you didn't even say some of the things that most guys bring to the table, and maybe you can disagree with what I'm about to say, but guys bring to the table security. That's physical as well as financial, and obviously you guys girls are, you know, price smart in college, so you might not need financial as much, but security as in just peace of mind and not necessarily physical as well as provisioning. But again, that goes back to the money talk that we didn't get into yet. And I don't know if you want the guy, if you care, if you want the guy to bring that to the table or not. Yes or no?
like bring what, like money?
The provisioning, protection, etc.
Of course, I would want them to bring that to the table.
Yeah.
But like that's also not my like number one concern. I feel like.
Okay. And what is your number one concern?
Well, my number one concern isn't men.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I think obviously I'm a little biased because I'm in school, so that's all I'm trying to do. But like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about you?
I mean, like, I'm with Hallie, like, for real. Like, I'm just focusing on myself, and if you're not in that, you know, if you're not in that same lane as me at that moment, like, it's just not gonna work out, and neither of us can force it for real, you know. It's just like I just got out of something with somebody who, you know, we saw different pictures of ourselves in like even 2 weeks from now.
Oh,
you
wow.
know,
Uh-huh.
it was just kind of like, you know, he saw something more with me, and I was just like, you know, realistically, I'm on a different path than you, and I don't think that this is gonna work out. No, like,
Damn, y'all are savage.
seriously. I'm just like, it's not my fault. Like, honestly, like, I told him from the jump how it was. Like, I told him, like, you know, I can't be in a relationship right now. I'm focusing on myself. Like, I want better for myself. Like, you know, this is the best time for us specifically to, you know, become who we want to be and, you know, build ourselves. So it's just like, why would we let, you know, not even just a man, but a friend or even a family member be able to tear us down to where we feel like we can't build and grow to what we want to be.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So-
Now, throw a curveball question. If he was your ideal dude, like if you literally could envision your ideal dude in your mind and he was that dude, would you think differently?
I mean, like, yeah, I definitely would try to be like all for it, but at the same time, it's just like from both sides, you can't force anything. So it's just like if it's not the right timing, then it's not the right timing, and they have to like both sides just have to respect that and each other to where it's like, okay, like we're just gonna wait till the long run in a way, and it's just like if we're gonna come back together, then it's meant to be. If not, it's not. Like it sounds cliche.
Wow. Yeah. I mean,
But it's just
Yeah.
like, but it's true.
Okay.
Like, it's just like you either grow together or you don't. Like, that's just how it is.
Okay. She like, I got something to say. Let's talk to her.
When I said that I don't care what a man brings to the table, that's not what I meant.
Okay.
I meant to say, if one of the guys that I'm talking to brings this to the table, but the other one doesn't, I'm not looking at that other guy being like, oh man, but he doesn't bring this to the table. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I don't know. It's just hard to explain.
So you got options, is what you said.
No,
Basically,
no,
we all
that's-
do.
No, you're right. Y'all do have options. Yeah.
But if someone like, if my ideal guy came to me right now,
Yep.
like same thing that Michaela said, like of course I would try as much as I can try right now, but that doesn't mean that 5 years down the line I'll be able to try that hard or I'll be able to try more. You know what I mean?
Got you.
So I feel
Okay.
like it's all about timing.
Okay. And I'm guessing that you're this way probably because you're younger and you have a lot of options. But who's next?
What's the question?
Never mind. Do you have a question or comment about what they just said?
I just think when it comes back to like bringing things to the table,
Uh-huh.
like when I date someone, I date to marry. So
Oh,
like,
wow.
that's just like how I look at things. Like,
Even in this stage in your life?
yeah, like
Okay.
I just think that like at this point, like why?
I don't.
We just can't relate.
Yeah, they seem different. Yeah. You alone over
But,
there.
like that's just like how I was raised, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I'm like I can be a sensitive person, and so like when I look at someone, like I look for qualities that would be like for the long term. Like I don't want to just date someone just to date someone. Like
Gotcha.
that just seems like completely pointless.
So you're
to
dating
me.
with a purpose right now.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so like yes, they might be like no one's really my ideal person because I feel like everyone has their flaws and like through communication and through work because marriage and like relationships are work. Like you have
Yes.
to work through it. And I feel like through that's when you'll meet your ideal person.
Okay. Got you. Now we got a lot of super chats I got to catch up on. And we reached 150.
Everyone's trying to call us out right now.
Yeah, we got 150 live viewers right now, so I gotta catch up. Solo TV in the building, so these girls would smash a chubby fat dude? Question mark.
Whoa.
Cap.
If he's got a great personality and he makes me laugh more than you, probably.
Oh, okay. And then what are your thoughts?
I guess, yeah, personality.
Okay, let's go back. Have you ever smashed a chubby fat dude?
No.
No.
Exactly. Okay. Hannah, she ready?
No.
Okay. Next. So y'all capped. Exactly.
Wait, what was the question?
Have you ever smashed a chubby or fat dude?
Yes.
You have? Okay.
Yeah, kinda.
So he had a dad bod. Like he had a dad bod. Okay, got you.
But it wasn't like unattractive. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like I kind of thought like that he like appeared older.
Uh-huh.
It was that's just
I get it. And yeah.
Okay. All right. Next super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Solo. I really appreciate that. Next super chat. One of the nun. He says, "Well, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it." He says, "Women say they want loyalty, like they aren't the ones breaking off the overwhelming majority of relationships and marriages." What are your thoughts? We can start this way.
Say that again. Sorry.
Okay. Women say they want loyalty, like they aren't the ones breaking off the overwhelming majority of relationships and marriages. Because statistics shows that 70 to 80% of all divorces is initiated by women.
I do want loyalty, but I will admit in all my relationships, I have been the one to end it. But there's also been like other reasons towards that because like I was being manipulated. I was not being treated the way I needed to be treated. And I honestly, at that point, like I just like right now, I really don't need to be in a relationship. Like I need to focus on myself. Like I need to focus on my career. Like I don't need a man to do that right now. But when I am looking, like I would put in the work. I guess if that makes sense.
Okay. So, I don't know.
Sorry,
Wait.
I kind of like go off.
I'm about
on,
to
like,
say, yeah.
tangents.
Okay. Okay, what about you? So the question is, you might forget, since you guys want loyalty, why are you the ones leaving?
you know, That's a great question. See, I think that loyalty is just like similar on both ends. Like you can have, yeah, maybe the percentage is up of women initiating that, but that's probably because of something beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Women who are in like marriages and shit, I've seen it firsthand. It's usually the dude who's like always having an affair on the mom. In my personal life,
Yep.
I have seen more men cheat on their women or than women cheat on their men.
Okay.
But that's just personal for me.
Okay, so to sum up yours is the reason that they leave is because the men did something.
Yeah, it's underlying. I feel like no one really talks enough because it's so normalized that men cheat on women and like men do whatever, and it's just like, you know, the double standard bullshit, right? I
don't know if it's bullshit, but go ahead.
I mean, it is bullshit. The fact that there's even a double standard is bullshit.
But life is double standard. Life is
I
sexist.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
I just feel like since it's not really talked about enough, that it's just like it is overlooked. Like, if a woman cheats on a man, I feel like it's wow, like why? But like if a man cheats on a woman, it's just kind of like, oh, it happens, you know?
Okay, I explained this earlier, so I want to try to explain it as simple as possible. Again, generally speaking, I don't know about you women or your friends, but generally speaking, when a woman has sex with a guy, there are a lot of barriers that guy has had to go through to even have sex. So the investment of the woman is already there.
Right, but not all women are necessarily like that. Like some women within like 2 weeks, a month, that will fuck a guy.
But you said 2 weeks and a month. Again, if you was to put it on the opposite side for a guy, it could be 2 seconds and 2 minutes.
But
So again, for guys, we don't attach.
right, but then y'all are wondering why we're leaving your asses. What? I'm like, wait, what?
And then hold on, Hannah had something to say. What are you about to say?
I wasn't gonna say anything. I don't think I have a comment to this.
No, okay. Go ahead. Talk to me.
Wait, repeat the question for me one more time. So
The original question was, why do you guys want loyalty if you are the ones who are leaving?
Oh, right. I think women are quicker to say that they're done. And I think especially when men get older and they're in a marriage for a while, they just get comfortable. And they're like, the relationship might be falling to shit, but I'm comfortable. I'm old. Like, I'm not going to do it. Like, what I've seen personally, you know what I mean? Like, I'm comfortable. Like, I married her. Like, she's just going to stick around because we're married. You know what I mean? And I think they're like, women are way quicker to be like, okay, like, you've done it repeatedly. I'm over it.
Okay. Got you. Okay. Let's catch up on the super chats though. Daniel sends cap emoji. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. And I gotta show Jack how to click on you can click on the comment and it'll show up on the screen so the people can see that comment. But we have some super chats earlier before that orange one. So Tony Parker sends another super chat. He says, these little girls are goofy. Thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that.
Entertaining to you.
Tony sends another super chat. Don't ask why y'all got blocked. Goofy frauds.
Have y'all ever been blocked for real?
Yeah, I want to ask that. You've been blocked?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Really?
I was dating someone and I was supposed to meet up with him and he acted like he was the best guy in the world. And then once we started dating, I even met his family and stuff. Like, his family loved me. Like, I sound like really conceited when I say that, but like, I'm good with parents and stuff like that. But like, I met his grandparents. Like, it was like kind of serious really quick. And he was going to a different college than I was supposed to meet up with him. And I literally drove to his grandma's house, wasn't there. My number was blocked and my Snapchat was blocked.
So it wasn't no apparent reason why?
No.
Gotcha.
He just like kind of like started distancing himself, but he was the one who like pursued me and asked me out. And I said no the first time because I told him I wasn't ready. And then the second time I said yes. And then after that, it just kind of all went downhill.
Okay. Jack, could you press the one of the none comment? It's the orange one. And then it shows up on the screen. Boom. Yep. All right. So one of the none, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. He says, ladies, can you do the honor of naming your best wife skill? Okay, I like the question. Let's start from this side.
No, I need time to think.
Okay, let's start. We can start on this side. Go ahead.
I'm really good with kids. Like, I nanny. I work in a daycare. Like, I babysit all the time, and I'm good with like, and I don't know. I'm just good at cook. I can cook. Like, I can clean. I don't know. I feel like I make a good wife.
Okay.
I don't mean to skip
Talk your
y'all.
shit.
I don't mean to skip y'all. I just like adding to Reagan's, like, yeah, me too. Like, I love kids. I work in summer camps every summer. Like, I'm really good with kids. Like, I know how to calm them down. I don't know. I think it's because I'm hella short that they just like feel like I'm one of them. That
you can relate to you. I got you.
Just like, okay, like we're gonna stop now, and they're just like, okay, you're gonna stop, so I'm gonna stop.
Uh-huh.
You know? So yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
I've been blocked once.
Oh no.
Wait,
Hold on. She's in outer space right now.
I thought that was the question.
No.
I thought you were like, oh, here's the question.
The question was, it's actually on the screen. Let me see if I can find it again.
Our best wife skill.
What is your
fuck.
best wife skill?
I can cook really good ramen. Also, I can take care of my pit bull dog. Fuck
What?
yeah, period. And
What does that have to do with wife?
Because I can take care of an animal, so like I can take care.
So you can take care of a human if you take care of an animal. Okay.
Duh.
Okay. Hannah?
That you'll never be bored.
That's your best wife skill.
Yes.
Okay. When you say that, what do you mean? Like meaning like travel? Meaning like
Everything.
Everything, really. I feel like I'm just not a boring person. And I feel like kind of bouncing off of what you said, you were like, oh, guys get bored in the marriage. That's why guys cheat. Blah.
well, I never said that. She said that.
Hey, listen.
Well, I'm about to say, don't put that in my words.
That's basically what you were saying earlier.
No, I never said that. So again, what reason why guys cheat is not because they're bored, is because we are biologically designed to spread our seed with as many women as
Basically, y'all are
possible.
bored. Basically.
That's not boredom.
Basically.
Okay, all right, but go ahead and finish.
Well, now I forgot what I was going to say.
All right, what about you? What is your best wife skill?
I think stability. I really want to be like stable with a person and like
Okay.
create and like invest together and like like build
Okay.
together pretty much.
Okay, so I'm guessing the willingness to build and
Yeah.
okay, got you. Okay, and then last super chat, then we get back into the real show. Say what? All right, BPNP says, "Don't need men?" ? You'll be living in a cave eating grasshoppers. What are y'all thoughts on that? We can start on this side.
Well, but like, why necessarily be in a cave eating grasshoppers? Like,
Okay,
I didn't say I needed
further-
a man. I
further
said that I
expand.
wanted one.
okay.
no, I don't need a man.
No, no, exactly. I think he's commenting to what she said, and to add to what he's saying, it's because men built the roads, men built the skyscrapers, buildings, etc.
So
No, even still today we are.
do you think women are capable of doing the same things as men?
Do I? Okay, so answer that one more time. Ask that one more time,
Do you, do you think?
and then
women
put it to your
aren't-
close. Yeah,
Do you think women aren't capable as doing the same things as men do?
100%
Like what specifically?
physical.
Okay.
Men
that's not
and women.
everything.
I didn't say everything.
I know,
Men and women are different. So you guys are better socially, inclined. You're better social. You can read emotions better. Men typically and generally speaking are more logical, more in the STEM field, meaning like science, technology. I know you probably got some shit to say. Engineering and math. We tend to, if you look at the colleges. Actually, what are you guys studying? Actually, I want to know.
I'm a sociology major.
Okay. Yep.
I'm a criminal justice major.
Yep.
I'm a computer science major.
Oh, talk to me.
I'm a business and psychology major.
Okay.
I'm a nursing major.
Yep. So majority of women like to do things like that. Psychology, things with people. For guys, we more so things that we can create. But you was about to say something. Go ahead.
No, I'm just like, yeah, but like you're focusing on the physical if we're talking about relationships, which is all built on like mental and emotional.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, I think that's a very unfair, like just like talking about like it's an unfair topic to like compare girls with the physical stuff, just like it is unfair to like compare guys with emotional, because I feel like most guys don't emotionally connect off the bat like girls do.
Yeah.
I feel like for them it just like builds and everything, so it's just like that's why men get so comfortable in a relationship, that they think like when a girl is so comfortable that they're not gonna leave them.
Yeah.
And that's
True.
just wrong.
And like you said about the cheating thing, and like the emotional attachments, girls do make emotional attachments faster. I don't doubt that. Girls are way more emotional. It's proven.
Yes.
Do guys have emotions? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've had exes crazier than me, and I'm fucking crazy. Like,
Got you.
But physical standards, I believe, do differ because, you know, a guy is physically bigger than a girl at most points.
Yeah.
Unless you're putting up like a 6-foot girl to like a 5'2" guy. But guys physically are stronger. Emotion wise, just like she said, I feel like that can bounce. Yes, we're more emotional, but we feel the same emotions. And we feel them at certain levels that are the same.
Right. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say men are heartless, but majority.
Oh my God. All right. Some of y'all here. We got another super chat. Then we can get into the video. Tony Parker, could you click his real quick? If women could do the same thing as men, they would have. Just face it, y'all are the side characters, and and we are the main characters.
Who makes babies?
Hold on. One at a time. I know you guys want to shoot back, so one at a time.
You came out of a woman's vagina. You would not be here if it weren't for women.
For real.
I will say though, like you said though, when it comes to college and stuff like that, like statistics show that men and women do tend to study different things. Like women do tend to go towards the careers that take care of people. Like we have that more nurturing quality in us.
Yes.
Like I will agree with that, but I wouldn't compare us as like side characters or main characters.
Oh yeah. I actually wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
Neither side can do the same thing. Can y'all birth a baby out of your penis? No.
Out of your penis? That would be horrible.
That would be horrible. Do you guys have periods? No.
Y'all don't.
Wait, I definitely don't want them though.
We do have to do things that you guys can't do.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You could.
What?
I said y'all wouldn't even want to do it if you could.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably wouldn't want to do it.
But those are physical aspects. I think we're talking more like things that we can compare.
No. They were talking about physical. They were talking about physical.
No. You said you brought up a very good thing that a lot of people don't seem to understand.
Because
if you So if you a woman, right, and I'm a man, and we are physically different, right, and our hormones are different, right, that means our minds probably think differently. That means the way we act probably think differently. So it carries on to other things as well.
I will agree with that part of it, but I do also think the way you act and the way you think is also has to do with how you were raised and your background.
True, that's true too.
So like hormones do have a part of it, but it does have to do with like certain things that you have experienced and things that you have been through, like the way you think and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Jack, let's get into this first reaction video of Fresh and Fit because we only got about 10-20 more minutes. Actually.
Damn.
Yeah, this has been a good conversation. It's already 10:30.
I'm glad.
About to be.
Nice tits and a smile, and they go gaga over and try to find a way to wipe up this
Is
chick.
that the beginning? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I like this song.
Nice tits and a smile, and they go gaga over and try to find a way to wipe up this chick, not knowing that she belongs to the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we've told you guys on this podcast, the badder the chick, the badder she's gonna be for a relationship. I'm gonna say that one more time for you niggas to understand, bro. Yep. The badder the chick, the badder she is for a long-term relationship of any kind of real consequence. Because you got to understand that girls that are 10s and 9s, whatever it is, they tend to be community property. I'm going to say it, okay? You guys want to fucking cancel me for saying that shit? I'm speaking real facts right now. Because the hottest girls get hit up by the highest value men. And you are fucking stupid if you don't think they're not going to entertain those options, bro. That's just the reality. Yep. So this guy, right, I could tell he's young. Maybe a little bit naive, whatever it is. He probably had a baddie because he has some clout. Yeah. This guy's a professional gamer, if I'm not mistaken, Twitch streamer. So he probably bagged himself up a nice little, Twitch streamer, a girl that's hot, whatever it is. Like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm gonna wife her up. Blah, blah, blah. No, man, no. You got to put these women, their feet to the fire, bro. Yeah. Because they have so many options now that you need to make them super qualified to you. The problem is that so many guys operate on this 1950s mindset where I'm going to overqualify to the girl. I'm going to show her that I'm worth it, whatever. No, fuck that shit. She's got to qualify to you. That's the only way women come correct. I need you guys to stop kissing female ass to get ass. I'm going to say that again. Yeah. Stop kissing female ass to get ass, okay? You smash, and she's just going to be a smash piece unless she proves to you that she's worthy of something else. Because I'm telling you guys, a lot of these girls are not qualified to be girlfriends, let alone fucking wives. Hell no.
Yep.
Y'all niggas is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Only nowadays in this clown world of the West would guys sit here and commit to a woman or take a woman seriously that's showing her ass all over the internet. You guys are paying fucking
Okay, we can
full
pause it real quick.
price for a
Let's start on this side of your thoughts so far, and I'm gonna add a question to that. Do you typically get guys that you chase and you get, or that chase you and got you?
It really just depends. Like, normally,
And then Jack, could you press that any comment and then press it again so you can get the comment out? Yep.
normally, like, I go after the guys because that's just how I am. Because typically, from my experience, guys don't want the tall brunette girl.
Mm-hmm.
They want the short blonde. So, like, I tend to be more, like, pursuant of them. But, like, based on my thoughts on the podcast, I do agree that, like, some girls nowadays, like, or most girls, are not wife material. They are not ready to be in a relationship.
Facts.
They are not ready to, like, do that. But
Facts.
along with, like, showing your ass on the internet, I get that. But, like, there's a point where it's, like, tasteful and then it's too much. But when it's tasteful, like, guys need to be able to, like, be like, wow, that's my girl. Like, show her off and be able to, like, you know, hype her up. I don't know. Like,
Okay.
He's itching.
yeah.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening. I always listen. Go ahead.
But I do agree with, like, that most girls right now in this day and age are completely not ready to be in a relationship. Like, they're not maturity level or anything.
But respect to the ones that can, like, openly admit that. For real. Like, especially from the jump. Like, for me, like, whenever I was in this situationship.
Oh gosh. Hold on. Pause real quick. I want to know why you girls like to use that term when it still is just dating.
I mean, like, I guess it is. I mean, for me,
Mm-hmm.
I never went on a real date.
Gotcha.
So I wouldn't call it dating. I would just, like,
I would say,
like,
I would say dating for me, because I'm a little more traditional. I need someone to, like, physically ask me to be their girlfriend.
Gotcha.
Because I don't like you said you've never been on an actual date. For me, I don't like going out to a restaurant. I like going and, like, hanging out, or I like going to like by ourselves. Like, I don't like to be around a lot of people, just so we can, like, are able to communicate. So I feel like it just, like, depends on, like,
the girl.
yeah, because some people will consider the situationship dating.
Right.
It just depends on who they are.
Okay. And then hold on. Let's not skip anybody. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like girls are just like you said, we're not ready for a relationship at this stage. Are we gonna get there? Yeah. But
I hope so.
when
yeah.
you're in college, you're asking 5 college girls right now
Yeah.
if we're ready to be in a relationship. No. I can tell you none of us are, because I know these people. I know college girls. Nobody is. Everybody's going around. Everybody's going out when they want to. Like, people are going to bars. Shit just happens. But when somebody is mature enough and ready to take that step, then that is when somebody should base somebody's opinion on that.
Okay.
Like, you're not going to judge a girl when they're in their party, whatever, in college, unless they are mature enough to get into a relationship.
Okay.
And I think it takes a lot of maturity to get in a relationship. If you're not mature, then don't even consider staying and talking and leading people on.
Okay.
You know?
Then I have a question for you. Now, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna have a question for all you ladies. When you're at this, what age do you think you are at your most value to the opposite sex?
You're most valuable?
Yes.
Like, when would an opposite sex want you the most?
Yes.
Like,
When it's shown, I see that guys want younger girls more.
Okay.
That's just a known thing. That's why there's sugar daddies. Because men want women who are younger.
Yeah.
But are girls ready at that time? No. And that's the thing. You lose value over time because you lose attraction. That's what
Yes.
guys look for. That's
Yes.
why people cheat on their wives with people who are younger.
Yes.
They
Okay.
want something younger. But in that time, are you ready? Absolutely fucking not.
yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
You actually preempted my next question. Dope. But my next question was going to be, if you are at your most valuable during these ages and stages in your life, why not cash in now to get the best dude that you can possibly get?
Because we
versus when you're 30 years old and you get a dude. Let's say you can get a dude right now who's, I don't know,
Because
closer
you-
90% to your ideal dude, but when you get 30, you might get a dude that's 60% to your ideal dude.
You have to find your maturity to be able to be ready for that. And
Gotcha.
for girls, you have to go through things like little relationships, little hookups. You have to go through so much emotions that you eventually sit down one day and you're like, cool, I'm cool to find someone to sit down with for the rest of my life. Right. And that's maybe how it's supposed to happen. Is it going to happen like that for everybody? No.
I wouldn't say our value like decreases as we get older. I think we become valuable in different ways.
No, false. When I say value, again, I don't mean you specifically to the world. I mean you specifically to the opposite sex. And
That's what I mean.
Okay.
So like right now, I know people were young, we're in college. Guys look for girls that are hot, that have a nice ass, that have nice tits.
Yeah.
But as we get older, if we're pursuing guys in our 30s and everything, they want a woman who's stable, who's mature, who can like stand on her own, is able to take care of herself and take care of them as well.
False.
Well,
So-
then I don't want him.
I'm gathering we got some misconceptions about what men want. A study has been shown that women tend to want guys that are about 3 to 4 years older than them. So when they age, no matter what age they are, let's say you're 30, you typically want a guy that's 33, 34. If you're 40, you want a guy that's 43, 44. But guys, it don't work like that. So for a guy, even if you're 18, you tend to want a girl at her peakness, which is around 23. When you're 23, you want a 23-year-old. If you go to 30, you're going to want a 23-year-old. If you're 40, you're still going to want that 23-year-old. So yes, maybe it changes when you are more in tune with your feminine energy, or you're more compliant, or you can cook better, or etc. But again, I told you earlier, when it comes to guys, we want only 3 things. That's peace, compliance, and fitness and beauty.
Yeah, but doesn't that depend on their maturity level also?
Yeah,
because
definitely
if they're older and they're wanting like a 20-year-old, like what's their maturity level like?
Yeah.
It's not
We're
about
unattractive.
it's
But
not
you're
about
saying, but like you're saying our maturity, like we're talking about our maturity level as well.
No, I'm not even talking about maturity
but
level.
but I'm saying we were like,
Okay.
So that's what I meant. Is like we were all talking about how like guys don't want an immature like girl right now to be in a relationship. Like obviously they want the 23-year-old who's in their peak.
No, it's more like women don't want an immature guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that men will take an immature girl as long as she got an ass, tits, or whatever the
Talk
fuck
to me.
put
Yeah.
out,
Talk
like
to me.
whatever. They don't give a fuck. Like, guys don't care, which I completely agree with. But it's just like for girls, if you I guess I'm talking to the guys. If you want a girl to stay with you, you have to mentally prepare and be ready to be with that girl for real. Because girls don't just settle down with just anybody. Whenever they hit around their college era, if they are with you, if they are loyal to you, if they want to be in a relationship with you, talk to you, whatever, they are giving you a lot of time that they would not give to another person, or they would not give to just anybody, because we are focusing on ourselves. We do want more for ourselves, and we do want to build. And it's not that we don't want to build with somebody, it's more that we want more for ourselves. And it's just like men don't realize that we don't need y'all for real. Like, yeah, the sex is good sometimes, but like, just saying, you will have an orgasm 90% more likely with a woman.
Wait,
So,
what?
I'm
Hold on.
just saying-
This conversation. Hold on. Let me get some super chats and we catch up really quickly. Tony Parker sends a super chat. He says, it takes a man and a woman doofus. Next, please. I think he was talking about when you said about the you need us to be pregnant or something like that. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Bakery says, asking men to be monogamous is like asking women not to be emotional, or to just not have your period. Stop trying to make men fight genetics. What are your thoughts on that? That's actually a great thing that he said.
What?
Okay, I'll read it again. Asking a man to be monogamous is like asking a woman not to be emotional, or like asking you not to have periods.
Then you're not ready for a relationship if you're not ready to be monogamous.
I shouldn't have to ask someone to be
No,
monogamous.
I should not have to. If you come to me and you're like, I want to be in a relationship with you, I'm ready for you, and I feel like I could put a lot into the table, and they're like iffy about it, and then they finally are just like, fine, I will give you a chance. I want to be with you. I personally experienced this, and I know some other girls on this couch have also.
Okay.
So I'm just I'm just saying that we have experienced men coming to us ready for a relationship with us, wanting to be with us, and literally saying, I will do anything to be with you. but then you turn
Hold
around.
on. A guy said that.
Yes.
Simp.
Yes.
Simp.
Yes.
Well, we can't call them
But
simps
then
no
they
more.
want
Imps.
to turn around and then they want to talk to other women. Then they want blah blah blah, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, I understand y'all like the chase and all, but it's like, you're immature if you go to a woman and you're like, I'm ready for you, I want to be with you,
Mm-hmm.
but then you're turning around and you're talking to other women, you're fucking them, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're not ready to be in a relationship, so why did you try in the first place?
Because he tried to lock you down. He tried to lock down consistent vagina, and while he goes out into the world and tries to get more.
I mean, like, I get that, I guess, but at the same time, it's just like, you want to complain that women are leaving men faster than, like,
Men are
leaving women.
Yeah.
But it's just like, if y'all look
that's
at
why
what
women
y'all
leave.
fucking do, y'all wouldn't be confused.
All right, let's catch up on the super chats. Yeet says M needs W for babies. Women need men for survival and babies. What are your thoughts, real quick?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Okay, I'm
If there
sorry.
were no men in the world, women would survive. And
No, you wouldn't. No, let's cap. Men need women for babies. Women need men for survival and babies. Thoughts?
That's wrong. And actually, that comment makes me want to go out and never marry a man and do my shit by my motherfucking self.
What comment?
For real, watch
That comment was like, oh, women need men. No, the fuck we don't.
Hold on, you don't
Let
think?
me slow down.
I'm about to say. I'm about to get in that. All
Speaking
right.
personally,
Okay.
I feel like I can't talk for myself in the future,
Mm-hmm.
but the way that they're wording these is actually making me upset.
Oh, okay. Oh. All right, let's
That's
continue
what
on.
I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Solo TV says not ready for your boyfriend, but ready to shallow. Oh, swallow? Shallow? Did I read that wrong? Yeah, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. As a matter of fact, we at 250. So if you're watching this video, make sure you like. Let's get back into the reaction actually. Cause I want to finish that out. We got like no time.
We talk too much.
No, you're
A
fine.
2001 Honda Civic with 200,000 miles on it, bro. A lot of you guys. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that shit.
Damn.
Fresh, what's your take?
Yeah, we got Rolo Samati in the chat, and also don't the market for that. If you're not a brand, you are a commodity. There you go.
Facts.
So my thing is, look, bro, you're very young, of course, obviously. In this case, though, crying about it on the internet, come on. Bro.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry. Let's pause that
you're
real
doing
quick. So just to give you some context, the video that they are looking at and they're talking about was a video of a guy who's like a famous sports video game player, and he's been giving his girl the world or whatever, blah blah blah, and she cheated on him. So, and now let's continue. But he was crying on the internet and shit like that. Damn.
If you feel this way about this girl, whatever, these things happen, all right, get it. You don't feel good. Talk to your boys, bro. Don't go cry on the internet, because now you look, honestly, bro, you look silly, bro. Just keeping it a stack. Now, that's one thing out the way, right? Other than that, man, all the guys in the chat laughing, bro, you've been through this before. You were with a chick one time, maybe. You fell to head over heels for her. She broke up with you. She cheated on you, and you were sad. You're out. You feel me? But at the same time, it's how you handle that and move forward. So a lot of guys, unfortunately, like loaded, they delete themselves, and that is their story. You know, they were doing well in life. They met this girl. This girl, had their mind. They were pussy, as they say. And one thing led to another. They cheated it, or they did something crazy, and then it caused the guy to even go to a extent where he never would have went before, and delete himself. The point here is that, like, you gotta understand with girls, it's just your turn. And no matter how popular you are, no matter how fit you are, no matter how much money you have, bro, I'm telling you right now, bro, it is just your turn. That girl you're talking to right now, that's your girl, is not your girl, bro. She's there for a season and a reason, and at that point, things can change. And as sometimes just summer, winter, fall, seasons change, bro. Like right now, she's in your presence. It's your turn. But tomorrow, who knows, bro? And it's funny because a lot of guys, all right, they'll get caught, whatever, and they feel like, yeah, I'm the shit, I'm the man. But I'm telling you right now, bro, there's another nigga around the corner with more clout than you, more money than you, more swag than you. So at the end of the day, bro, like, you gotta understand with these females, it's just your turn. And this is why I never really myself
Okay,
hurt,
pause.
because I understood.
Because I want to get your thoughts on it's not
Let's
yours,
go.
it's just your turn. She said, let's go. I'm about this life.
Yeah, for
All right, we
real.
can start
I'm
with this
ready.
to get right to you.
Repeat it again. Sorry.
All right, it's basically the whole premise of it is it's not yours, it's just your turn. Always treat them as such as they can leave at any moment because you guys typically go off of emotions instead of logic.
I will agree that people can leave at any moment, but I do think that like it is emotional. Like, you know, people do leave emotionally. Like sometimes their emotions do take over and they do things before they do think logically. But then also it comes to the thing where like what else was happening in that relationship? Like was there trauma or like was there abuse? Like, you know, was there something like where they couldn't think logically and just did the first thing that they thought of?
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's how I
Interesting
think of it.
perspective. I like that. Okay.
How I think about it.
Oh, she ready. Let's get it.
Here's how I think about it. I think that girls, he's got it all. He's got it. He's twisting it a little bit. He's saying that girls are not deleting themselves or whatever when they're getting cheated on and broke up with. And that's kind of funny because my ex-boyfriend, he's doing better without me. Cool. Good for him. Congratulate him on that. He's doing great in life. He's not sitting around moping about the relationship. He's not sitting around being like, what the fuck is she doing? Because he doesn't stalk me. He doesn't talk to me. Cool. I congratulate him on that. But that is just how we treat them, is the way that they treat us. When he's doing that to me, he's showing me that I need to go out and appear like I'm doing good, like I'm doing better for myself. Because that is how men try to act. They try to act like they are better off. Do women do that? Yes. But it's in response to a guy trying to act like he has it better off with someone else or something else.
Yeah. Yeah. That's facts that you just said. And I would actually tell guys you should though. So if a girl leaves you, if a girl leaves you, you need to, you know, be focused on yourself, get into the gym, better yourself, seek counseling.
You can't blame a girl for doing the same thing.
Gotcha.
They expect us to be sitting there crying and upset over who broke up with who, whatever. It doesn't matter, regardless of the fact. Like, obviously, if you get dumped, you're going to be more hurt than the person who dumped you.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl on whichever end.
Yes.
Like, so, yes, I agree. But, like, at the same time, I feel like men hold this ego sometimes that is just like, if I break up with them, they're just going to be heartbroken.
Yeah.
Instead of like sitting back and like being like, oh, like now I see them going out, they're with their friends more, they're going to the gym, they're eating right, oh, maybe they're talking to this new dude now, and it's just like it's offensive to them.
And to go back to your
hold on, really quickly. Yes, because again, generally speaking, 70%, 80% wise, it's the women who break up with the men. So it's like they get hit with this fucking sideways.
Right, but when it's the men breaking up with the women, they're still shocked at the fact that they can still do good for themselves. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And whenever the roles are reversed, regardless, like just like a woman, like if they break up with a guy and they're just like, oh, they're gonna be so hurt now, like, and they turn around and do better than what y'all were before, like, yeah, we're gonna be like, wow, okay, fine, fuck you too.
Yeah.
But
okay.
like, you know,
okay.
so it goes both ways.
Okay. Anna?
Wait, can you repeat it again?
Basically the premise is it's not yours, it's just your terms. When it comes to breaking up, what do you feel like? It's hard to even ask it even the question. So the video that you just watched, what are your thoughts or opinions on?
You know, I think that since, oh my God, this is hard to word. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time.
So,
go ahead, take your time.
I think that it's like girls are more allowed to cry than boys.
Yes, that's true too.
Like girls are just allowed to show their emotions more than boys. So that's why I feel like a boy might think when he breaks up with a girl, like, oh yeah, she's gonna be heartbroken, blah blah blah.
Yes. Yeah.
But
well, you think we crying in the corner?
Well,
yeah, low key.
I'm about to say, you think we over here crying?
I mean, like for that particular video, when he was saying that the esports player was basically like crying on the internet, like I understand and I feel I've been on both sides of the situation, you know, so it's like I get that, but it's just like even females, like I feel like need to understand, and males like need to understand that the internet is not the place to go for your emotions.
Yes,
at
that's
all,
facts.
Ever.
That's facts. Yeah.
It's just like you need to go, like you can settle it between the person, but you really need to settle it within yourself and like and really realize that there are things that not only the other person has done but yourself in the situation to be like, you know, okay, you know what, I did fuck up at this point and I can admit to it, and you know, maybe I can talk to the person again about it, maybe I can't, but it's just like things that you have to live from and accept and grow from. You know.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts?
I think a lot of the times,
And then
like,
put it closer too.
now that people have like coined the term simping,
Mhm.
like I feel like people confuse it with like the bare minimum sometimes. Like
What do you mean when you say that?
like they think like a simp is like a guy who like doesn't text you text you consistently or like might
Okay.
double text you or something, but like
Gotcha.
that's just showing you care. I feel like sometimes, and like with me, like my biggest thing is consistency. Like I want somebody who's consistent, and I feel like sometimes they can confuse that and be like, that's a simp just because you're like showing that you want somebody.
Got you. Yes and no. So when it comes to that, we use the word simping because we don't want guys to be in a position of like the thirsty, guy that looks like, oh my God, I'm trying to chase, so we try to shame them to be like, all right, let me play it cool, let me sit back, let me not text as
You're
much.
trying to protect your homeboy, and
Yes.
I totally get that. But it's just like I don't think like a lot of guys understand that simping is not necessarily like them being consistent, but it's them being all over somebody and consistently paying for everything. Like that's when you're simping. It's not whenever you're just like double texting them, trying to see how their day is and like really make a connection. It's literally like when you're buying everything, when you're driving to see them all the time, when you're, like all those types of
Simping,
things.
the way that we use it on this side at least, we just putting pussy or women on a pedestal when they should be equal or beneath you, actually. Because hold on, no, I want to explain why. Because generally speaking, women don't want a person who's inferior. They want a person who is superior to them. They want a person who is taller, who makes more money, who's got more status, etc. Women, generally speaking, tend to date up.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Yes.
That's the dominant part of it. Like, I mean, other ways too. But like, regardless, it's just like I understand where you're coming from.
Okay. Let's get to the super chats. We got a lot of super chats that I'm keep seeing. Donald Johnson says, what is this? Did you find it? Is it up there? Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can just read it. All right. Got you. These teeny boppers are dumber than rocks. Think they know it all. Take everything.
That's why we're all in college, right? Right?
Take everything. Hold on. Take everything they say they want or believe and flip it to get the truth. All BS. Now you can shoot back. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
And that's why I probably made a higher ACT score than you.
Talk your shit. Exactly. She said.
Do I give a fuck?
She said she's
No.
smarter than you,
Whoa.
and you got a small dick.
And you got a small dick, period.
All right. Just having fun
You're
out
just
here.
talking shit because your penis is small, right?
All right. One of the nuns says, ladies, men value modesty, purity, and dolefulness. The less you demonstrate these things, the less likely you'll marry a high value man.
Right, but weren't we just talking about how men will like fuck anything?
No.
Yeah.
I don't want
I'm
you to
pretty
conflate.
sure.
I don't want you to confuse
Five out of 10
attraction
men.
with relationship attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, those are two completely different things. And
Yes.
if we're talking about relationships, yes, I completely agree. Like, some guys will look more for innocence, but, some guys don't give a fuck. And I think that's the same way with girls. It's the same
think
way
that's
with
cap.
girls.
That's cap.
No, I think it's the same. Like, it doesn't matter what gender you are, what your sexuality is, what race, it doesn't matter. Like, religion, anything. If somebody can do it, the opposite gender can't. Like,
Let me tell you why it's false. So what you just brought up is like the body count thing or the purity thing. Again, when it comes to women, us guys don't want our girl to be strung around the world or for the streets. So if we got a girl,
neither do girls want our guys that way.
let me. I'll get there. Don't worry. I got you. So when it comes for a guy, in a sense, like you just brought up, if he has slept with a lot of multiple women, then by default, he has to bring value to the table because he has things that are universally attractive to a lot of women.
Right, but are you trying to degrade women, saying that if we slept with a lot of people that we can't bring a lot to the table?
I think like from what I'm taking from it is like by the modesty part of it, like yes, women do have a past, but like it's once you're in that relationship, like you're not going out looking for other attention,
Right,
like
but
not
that still
showing
has
your
to
tits
do with
out and, like,
loyalty.
no, I get that, but
No. Okay. To put it in frankly,
mind.
men
sorry.
want women. Men want women who don't have a past. We don't want it.
Oh, I got you.
And women want men with a future. So I mean, that's literally how it is.
Yeah.
So when it comes to a man who sleeps with a lot of women, he can't sleep with a lot of women unless he has immense value. That's what I'm saying.
I do agree with you on that. I do think that yes, men have slept with a lot of women, but they don't want a woman who has slept with a lot of men.
Yes.
I do agree with
That's
that.
double
Yes.
standard.
It is.
But life is a double
It is double
standard.
And
But
I
it's
just
just like the
think that if the girl has slept with a lot of people and you don't want that girl because she slept with a lot of people, then go find you a girl that hasn't slept with a lot of people and then have fun in bed.
Have fun.
She said more experience.
Maybe
All right,
go watch some porn, my friends.
Rob sent a super chat. Said thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. He didn't even say anything. Rob sent another super chat. Hey, no hate. Just keep adding to the student loan debt.
Yeah, can I speak on this one?
You can. Go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
You can add on to my sugar daddy student loan debt because guess what? That's what I seem to see is all you men want to pay women. So go ahead. Add to my student loan debt. I don't give a fuck.
There is an epidemic of simps. Back to you out here that are paying for women. That's why we shame men to be like, hey, don't put them on a pedestal, don't put pussy on a pedestal type of thing. Cute dude, I hate saying your name. Cute dude 13 says, if a new chick I'm talking to ask about my past and my exes, but my exes just didn't want to have sex as much as before, should I say that, or am I better off saying she just didn't respect my grind? What are your thoughts? Is the question up here.
Wait, so like you're saying that you still communicate with your ex while you're with a girlfriend? No. Wait, what?
It's right here. This question is right here. I'm just turning it to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me read just one more second. No, I don't think you should respond just because was the only thing just sex? That's the whole entire reason you broke off the relationship. Then maybe I guess you could just say she just didn't respect my grind. But if it was just like multiple things and sex was just a part of it, I mean, like, why not tell them? Like, okay, yeah, that's a concern. Like, that's important in an issue, like a relationship. So might as well say it.
Okay. The thing I always say is just make sure you do get closure. And when I say closure, I mean the reasons why y'all broke up, with things that she could have done better, things that you could have done better. So that way you can evolve as a person for the next relationship and you can heal and you can grow as a person, as well as work on yourself when you do become single.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, personally, like, again, on both sides, when you can't get that closure, like, you have to just accept the fact that, like, not everything is on you, but not everything is on them either.
Yeah.
So it's just like, just because they won't give you closure, like, I've been through a very toxic relationship to where I could not even, like, sit in the same room as the dude that I was talking because it was like, it was just so much that I, like, it was just a lot. So it's just like, I completely understand that. And like, but I've also been on the side where I couldn't get closure.
Okay.
So it's just like, I understand both sides of it, but it's just like, again, like, if you can't get that closure, you have to understand that maybe it's just for the best.
I agree.
Yeah, let's just move on.
I agree, but I also think like closure does take time. Like I know, like Michaela, I've been in a toxic relationship too. We dated for over 2 years. Blah blah blah. At the time, he was not like I broke things off, and like we just weren't ready for that closure, and we both moved on because we had to move on without any closure because he just wasn't ready to have that conversation, and he just physically couldn't understand. A year later, we reconnected and finally got the closure that we both needed through that relationship.
To learn and grow. Okay,
Yes.
got you. All right, we running low on time. So I'm going to ask you girls one final question. Have you ever got back with an ex? And if so, what did they do to get you back? Start on here.
Yes.
Okay. And what did they do? What made, was it an Instagram post? Did they call you? Did they do some
No.
romantic shit?
Honestly, it was guilt. They kind of just made me feel shitty,
Yep.
And they like kind of manipulated me, and like it was like a lot of him playing the victim and like being like, I'm so upset, like all this, blah 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 blah, and kind of just made me feel bad. And he kept like kind of just pushing me, kind of.
Okay.
And I was just like, I kind of gave in, and then I dated him again.
Oh, was that second time or third time, whatever time y'all dated, was it better than the first time that you dated?
Yeah, it was better initially, but all the same concerns I had from the beginning were all the ones that broke us up anyway. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, in my toxic relationship, like no, like when I say toxic, I mean like capitalize all the letters in it. Shit. Anyways, so like when I was in that, it was just like he consistently broke up with me, but I always went back to him because it like unfortunately like the way that he made me feel, it just made me like he made me feel like there was nobody else out there that could ever make me feel
that way.
Valued.
Yeah.
Or like anyone that would ever make me would ever just love me, period.
Yeah, I got you.
So it's just like there was a lot of manipulation and all of that, but like if like just in general, like if I ever would turn around and go back to any of my exes in general, no.
Okay. Anna?
I would say, well, I have two things actually.
Go ahead.
First thing is, I feel like personally, the exes have never done anything. It's my decision. You know what I mean? Like,
Hold on. You mean like you did the deed or the thing that broke you up?
No. Like, let's say, like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe one day I'm sitting in my bed, I'm like, well,
I want him back. Yeah.
you know.
Uh-huh.
But I don't really know that if I could, like, I guess what you kind of said, like the way they make you feel, like, oh, like my eyes are only on this person, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't really think that I could like pick an exact thing.
Okay. And have you ever went back to an ex though? That means yes. Okay.
I think that's a yes.
And what did they
considering
do
their
to get you back? Was it like an Instagram post? Did they call you? Did they do something romantic?
No, they just texted me.
All right. Go ahead.
I have had 2 boyfriends, and both of them I have gotten back together with in that relationship, breakup, whatever. But the first one was because he told me he was going to kill himself a bunch of times.
So it was like a guilt, kind of
Yeah.
the same thing you was talking about earlier.
So that went on for like 2 months, and then finally I was like, I can't do this anymore. So that's when I stopped getting back together with my first ex-boyfriend.
Got you.
And then my second ex-boyfriend, to be honest, I just felt like, oh shit, like there's nobody there for me to talk to anymore. He was my best friend. And then when I lost him, I was like, fuck, like who do I tell
Talk
things
to.
to now?
Yeah.
And
It's
so
isolation.
when
Yeah.
I wanted to go and talk to someone, that's who I
Who
reached
you went
out
back to. Got you.
Yeah, and it ended up we stayed friends for like a really long time. Obviously, you can't be friends with exes because we stayed friends for a couple of months and then we got back together.
Mm-hmm.
But
I would say you can't be platonic friends with, you
Yeah,
know.
no.
Yeah. What are your
You
thoughts?
guys fucked before you will again.
I would. Go ahead.
I've gotten back together with one ex, and it has to do along with like the guilt thing, because I tend to be like, when I'm done, I'm done.
Uh-huh.
Like if I end it, like that's it. But it was more along the lines of like he ended it and I wasn't ready to be done, and then when it came to it, it was the guilt thing. He made me feel shitty for him doing what he did to me. Started crying, punching shit, like all this stuff to make me feel. And it comes back to, again, you don't see guys cry.
Yeah.
So when guys start crying to you,
You take it personally.
you take
for
it
real.
personally, and then you feel bad for them, and then it's just like, but when a girl cries, it's not the same.
Got
because
you.
girls cry all the time, right?
Okay,
Well,
so have you girls, any one of you, experienced where you broke up with someone and then you got back together and it actually worked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're all in relationships right now.
Yeah, we're all
and we're actually
single.
about to get married.
I don't know. Shit, I'm just asking.
I'll speak on that. I got out of a relationship and we took some time apart, and that's the relationship that we were friends.
Yeah.
And then when we got back together, our relationship was even better than it was before.
Okay. See. Yeah.
And we split separate ways? Yeah, he moved to fucking Utah and I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. So, not
fuck.
everyone's toxic like your relationship.
Yeah.
But you said yours again. You said what? I know you said something.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish up with one of these super chats and we're gonna wrap things up. All right, so Donald Johnson sent a super chat. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. He says, it's too bad they have a class in college for comebacks. You all are horrible at them. Future single moms right here, gentlemen. What are y'all shot backs on that?
Oh, then you won't
Every
be
single
seeing
one of
my kids. That's for damn sure. If I'm a single mom, you're not going to be seeing my single kids.
Just like if you can't handle the comebacks, you obviously couldn't handle me in the first place.
Oh shit, they talking that shit right now.
My mom's a single mom and she gave me a better personality than you do.
Talk your shit. Shoot back.
She did a better job than two parents, so
Talk to him.
Sometimes I can't.
Robson super chat. I really appreciate that. He says, could we have a conversation without like and I feel like? I know these are also, I'm sorry.
Well,
I know there's more words to explain your
Aren't we
story.
supposed to be talking about our feelings?
Right,
So shouldn't
and
we
how
be saying I feel like?
and our personal experiences.
No, he's basically making
Next
fun of
caller.
women saying I feel, and guys being
Yeah,
like, you know,
I'm
I
sorry
think.
that you can't feel anything. Next. Keep scrolling.
All right, and that's basically it. All right, so final thoughts, any questions, comments, concerns? Start on this side. Okay.
I think that this just showed me how emotional men really are about them losing their pussy.
Wait, what?
I can tell that most of these people probably have lost their personal pussy in their life, and you probably need it back.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
All right. Hannah?
It was fun actually hearing what everybody has to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is really
No,
fun.
it's definitely cool. Like, I like all the different perspectives. Like,
Yeah,
again, I'm
yeah.
a sociology major, so it's just like I like to, view everybody's, ideas and perspectives, and I respect them. But even though they're wrong, sometimes.
Hold on. No, we're not gonna do that.
No,
We don't have time for that. Yeah.
I'm totally kidding.
All right.
Oh no, I don't have any thoughts.
Okay. All right. I think we got one more super chat. Damn it, Q dude. I can't see your name, bro. Q dude 13. Pros and cons. Let my date know what I'm currently seeing other women versus hint that I fuck a lot, but I say I'm not talking to anyone else.
That's
But I
definitely not the way
am.
to go.
What are your thoughts on that final thing?
Maybe,
Should he let his date know that he's dating other women or act like he doesn't have other
let her
women?
know straight up, because when she finds out, she's probably gonna go
Yes.
apeshit motherfucking crazy.
Yeah, I feel like girls go crazier if you're not honest and upfront with them, because it's like we never know, especially if you guys are in
She's
a
gonna
sexual
probably-
relationship. I feel like that's the
I'll let him
biggest
finish.
thing.
Yup.
If you are in a sexual relationship,
finish.
regardless of any type, whatever, if you fuck somebody else, if you are fucking other people, you guys should both be honest about it, because
There's nothing
STDs
wrong
are
with
real.
open relationships.
Yeah, there's nothing. Kylie
As
Jenner,
long
Travis
as
Scott
you
are doing it
establish
perfectly
them.
fine. Yes.
Okay,
establish it.
this is why you don't take advice from women about women, because you don't know what the situation is until you know what the situation is. So you can't go up front to a woman and say, hey, you're pretty, I want to fuck you. You can be like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out my face, bam, slap. Instead, you want, hey, what's my name? How are you? Blah 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 blah. And the same thing when it comes to you talking to the person, you dating the person, you have sex with the person. You don't know what, I guess, status they're gonna be in your life until you know for sure. Right. So until you know for sure, then you talk to them and have that open and honest conversation. But if you do that beforehand, you might not have sex. You might not go out on other dates.
If we're talking from a woman's perspective, like, our idea is not to walk up to you or you walk up to us and us thinking by the end of the night we're gonna fuck.
Gotcha,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? So, and some guys do think that way, but it's just like you can't really expect a woman to just be cool with you fucking other girls all the time, and you can't expect a man for a girl to be fucking other dudes.
Yeah,
because
yes, I agree.
guys are selfish, girls are selfish.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. So it's just like I feel like, yes, whenever you guys get to that level, you guys definitely should have the conversation. It needs to be talked about.
Yes.
It's not something that you can just do and then all of a sudden you guys both have an STD and you're like, fuck, where did this one come from?
But I'm just saying, don't do that up front before things even happen.
If you want to get laid, I will say, yes, don't do it up front.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Even though I don't support it, but whatever.
All right, last one. BPNP says, really though, too many feminized men today. Oh, feminine. Yeah. When men are that men supposed to be, women will be what? I'm getting a stroke reading this shit. Hold on. All right. When men are what men are supposed to be, women will be what women are supposed to be. Men are leaders. Ooh, okay. I like that. Go ahead.
I wouldn't necessarily say that men are leaders 100%, because women can be leaders as well. And I feel like it just all depends on the situation, the people that are in it. But it's like, yes, if a man can come to a woman and be the man that he's supposed to be, and a woman can be the woman that she's supposed to be, then yes. And that comes on independence. And like, that's what y'all are missing, is that when a woman is independent, you guys are missing the fact that it is a blessing, because they don't want to rely on you. They don't want to, necessarily feel like, they have to be talking to you. You should take it as a compliment. You should really take it as a compliment, to just sum it all up.
Okay. And then what's your Instagram?
What do you mean? What's my Instagram?
Yeah. Well, where can people find you? Yeah.
Oh, Michaela Reyes.
If you don't want to say anything, don't say it.
It's okay. It just caught me off guard. It's,
Oh, because I was just I'm just wrapping things up.
It's Reagan Warwick, ReaganWaw.
Okay, make sure you guys smash that like button. Smash that like button.
Oh, go ahead, because I don't really give a fuck. Gracie Waters, go ahead.
Go ahead. What the fuck?
My Instagram is Hannah_gold with 2 D's.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to clarify, my name is spelled Mikayla, and then 2 R's Eyes.
Well, I'm gonna put all these in the description below. All right.
And my Instagram is Hallie Rocha,
All right.
HALIEROCHA.
Okay. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow them, the links will be, I'm sorry, not the links, but their ads will be in the description below as well. Join the Patreon army, and I'm out. Peace. And then at the top right, just click on, yep. And we out.